to Saint Helens. We're gonna go live, me and the kitty cat. I'd rather go by boat to DDA. And this is what makes me happy. So, welcome to the river. Even if nobody's here. Don't even care. And then when I make a stop, we got some daily reflections to do. We're heading down the Multnomah Channel right now. Boo boo. Me and the cat. And this is how I'm driving. My cat is hilarious. I think I've done this trip, I don't know, at least 400 times. I've sailed, I think I was adding up 7,500 nautical miles around Oregon rivers. The rest of it's ocean miles. I've been all the way down to Pacific Ocean, all the way up to Bonneville Dam, and way up to Willamette, almost to Westland. Go. Ah, hello. Didn't see you guys there. The kitty said hi. How is everybody? Yeah, that's Bowie. He was a rescue. We got him from, actually, Astoria, right next to Bowie Beer. He's a F5 Savannah. It's really nice coming down the river today, though. I definitely needed this. Definitely helps with, well, mental health's a bitch these days. But that's life. But this is like my happy place. Definitely helps me with, well, sobriety and everything else. And this is a better way to go to my home group, Dual Diagnosis Anonymous. Hi. Yeah, it's beautiful out. I'm like, this is the first time I've really done this, so I will give you guys a tour. Right now we're going down the Multnomah Channel. So heading to Saint Helens from Portland. It's about 12 miles. Hi, Bruce. How is everybody? I appreciate everybody dropping in. I've never done this, but I figured why not. Let's see if we can flip this over. Here's inside the boat. But I'd rather drive with the outside. This is how I'm driving the boat. A controller. All right, let's try this. Let's give you guys some better views here. Tripod hates me. There we go. That should work a little better. There we go. How's everybody enjoying the Saturday? Yeah, it's a beautiful trip. I'm saying, I don't know who's all from Portland, if anybody is, but seeing Oregon from the river is something you can't really explain. It's probably one of the most beautiful trips. I've been all over Oregon, but going from here to the ocean is amazing. So I love it. But today's just a short little trip to get me out and about. No wind as normal. And the fiance is at work. Yes, I do fish. Salmon season's upon us. But during like buoy 10, the big salmon season down here, I'll go out and troll with all the guides. There's usually like 200 to 400 people out there every day. We're the only sailboat out there trolling for salmon, but half the time I'll just go over to the Columbia River bar and we'll go fish out there tide to tide. But it's one of my favorite things. I make rice ahead of time, and then when we get on some fish, it's sushi time. And I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna make my first episode going from here to St. Helens, and this is a 40-foot boat. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's a 40-foot aluminum pilot house that I can single hand pretty easily. The cat doesn't really help dock very much, but that's all right. Not a big deal. I really appreciate the sub. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I'm still trying to figure out this whole mic thing. I can't be inside. The motor is pretty loud. I'm in the process of a refit, but that's all right. Let's see here. I'm gonna out for a second and let's change. To order a new Victron inverter charger. I work on boats for a living and own Friendly Marine, so it's time to finish all the projects I have on here. I leave like May 16th for Astoria, so I'm gonna head down there and do some work. But normally I have great internet, but it'll be about a week. But I'll probably go live when I get down to St. Helens. I'll plug back in and we'll have internet again. Looks like some wind's coming up. So, yeah, I'm saying I've lived on a boat for 11 years. So it's been a long time living on a boat. This is the 4th boat. But we bought this boat this is capable. We're going to do the Northern Passage. So I think the cat is having way too much fun though. But it's beautiful out. I'm, pondering better content. I used to do videography a long time ago, but I really want to do some different type of videos that I'm going to start working on. Recovery is a huge part of my sailing journey. So there's definitely a lot of people struggling with addiction and mental health that nobody really talks about. So I want to do something different, and also work on, sharing my knowledge. Anytime I'm out sailing, I'm always helping somebody else. Since I own Friendly Marine, I've got enough brand new boat parts. I'll always help somebody out. So. Oh, there's a fisherman. Whee! Waves are my favorite. But it's not raining, so that's a great thing in Oregon. Let me see here. I'm going to try to move this around again since you guys can kind of hear me still. See if we can get a little bit better view as I figure out all this crap. Ah! There we go. Now let's see here. I'm an amateur. That's all right, though. There we go. And the view. Time to turn the boat. Yeah, I got about an hour and a half. Because right now we're doing, I don't know, 6.7 knots downriver. So it's pretty quick. A lot of current on this river. And anybody from Oregon? Where are you from? Because salmon season out here is pretty crazy. That, and we have like the second deadliest bar. It's the most deadly ocean bar crossing on the West Coast in the United States. The Columbia River. So. He loves sailing. Can you tell? He's my buddy. He loves being a boat cat. He's been out in the ocean more than most people. He's got about 1,000 nautical miles under his little fur belt. But he loves his stuff. Any other questions for me? And I'll be coming up to Coon Island, which is a private island in the middle of the Multnomah Channel. It's actually where I buried my pup that passed away a couple years ago. Well, I appreciate everybody that watched. I'm going to head inside and make some coffee, probably. I should probably get the Osmo out and do some other footage. But yeah, Coon Island's one of my favorites. So it's a great place. It's only like 45 minutes from where we dock, and easy to get to. So just me and my cat sailing. But the view's better here. Saying it's beautiful out. That's for sure. Yeah, I was bummed about the internet because I'd rather be able to, walk around, and I don't have a ton of great lavalier mics yet, so we're trying. Yeah, the boat wants to go crazy, but that's all right. I'm saying it's easy to drive the boat from a controller, but I'm on the second helm station and back too. Since I'm insulating the engine room, and there's always something to fix on a boat. It's a little loud inside, but this is all you got to do. That's it. Well, we got about another, I don't know, hour and a half. And we'll be to Saint Helens. So Saint Helens is Halloween town, if anybody didn't know that, which is famous, obviously. And it's crazy during Halloween, which we sail down there every year for Halloween. And it's where part of the vampire movie, what the hell is he called? Hell, I don't remember. He's got sparkly diamond face. That was filmed in Saint Helens as well. Just wish there was a little bit more wind. But we're starting to get a little wind on the beam. So I might be able to pull the head sail out, shut the damn motor off. I appreciate everybody that stopped by at least. As I ponder all the ways to make some different type of episodes. But this will probably be my first one and an introduction as as I talk to some more people about what our plans are. Since there's so many sailing channels on YouTube. That is the reason I started sailing. It's the reason I ended up buying a boat, watching Sailing with Vagabond and SV Delos and Sailing Uma. That was 11 years ago. 4 boats ago. I think doing something a little bit different with the reality of actually living on a boat in a marina, not, sailing around the world yet, as we work on those plans. Like, it's hard to even get into a livable marina in most places. So it's not the easiest way to live. And, it's a lot more work than you think. That's for sure. And it's hard on, if you're single dating, unless you're a baller and on a brand new, Chino or a Veneto, yeah, it's a little different too. I'm not. I'm engaged. But living on a sailboat with, a family, since it's me, my fiance, and the kiddo, it can be a little hard at times. Here's Coon Island. You guys want to see it? All right, that's the marina, but then we were getting up here to. There's Coon Island right ahead. And right there on the point is where my puppy is buried. She loved that island. She just would go run and run and run. And she just loved it, so I always come and see her. It's definitely hard losing a pupperoo. Yeah. So there's Coon Island right there. Well, I appreciate anybody or everybody that subscribed. I definitely am open to, if you guys want to comment any of my stuff, I'm definitely open to taking everybody that's viewed and or an addict, a sailor, that's open to send me suggestions. My brain, I got ADHD, so I'm open to doing some pretty cool episodes. And we're going to do a couple podcasts. 2 addicts, 1 mic. Most likely on the sailboat. Most likely sailing. So, I'm on sea, people. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody that watched. We'll do another live trip, and hopefully we'll make it a little more entertaining.